enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Why you switching from All Pro to All Madden, man?
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
When you play on ranked games, it's not All Madden, it's All Pro.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again, Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. This past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable.
It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever.
A first down carry by Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Elliott, the leading rusher for the 2nd time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency play.
This is Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. A first down carry now for Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They keep it with Miller on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafin. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? The final shot before the break, Watson. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT as time expires in the 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Miller. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Watson now to throw. Looking deep for Demarius. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demarius Thomas, 45 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
It's screaming now. It's screaming right now.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, that's Miller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You change it. It ain't over with.
On 1st down, Watson. Open there is QT, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The difference between me and you, I give people credit when they do well, but I won't give you credit if you don't do it. Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
No, I don't, because man, whatever, man.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Watson now on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Collins in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now Watson trying to lay into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, that looks like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They never gave it back to him. Am I lying? You see it, come on.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I knocked it out. He didn't let me get it, or he didn't get it. Yes, you did. He called a fumble. That's why you got it on the 2. You didn't have possession.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Quick move by Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from taking the rock that much.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That should have been picked.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Reset.
Out of the gun, Watson. The hookup on the right side to Hopkins. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Reset.
You might get him.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson taking it in, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, something's wrong, man.
2nd down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And Watson's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Looking deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun, rolling to his right. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a nice spin into some open field. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent...
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And it is no good. So maybe a little final act of mercy there. And that's how this one ends. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment.